punching us in the face, slapping us in the face. I'm slapping the desk in the face. It's so easy.
Like, how could we not notice? Do it.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. We're doing it. Objection! The music stopped! Ha! As I thought. Fuck.
Hey, I'm curious to see how this works. Because it's not her plate.
You claim you ate a T-bone steak, Tap. But I say you did not.
What's this now, Mr. Wright?
Fuck. Look at this.
It's a plate?
This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone had been left behind.
Mr. Wright, did I remind you it was a T-bone steak?
Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at a table outside the trailer. There was no bones. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare.
Oh, that's a face.
Miss Vasquez, Tap, tell me, how could a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how.
That's the direction they were going in.
Hey.
You ate the bone too.
You ate the bone.
You didn't eat the steak.
You didn't eat the steak.
You didn't
Please.
eat the steak.
Please.
Boop.
Sorry.
You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator.
Well, it had been used recently.
See, this is that where that gripe I have about the game not like showing you what Phoenix is gonna ask when you present evidence. We could make all these connections.
Be in his head just a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, listen, it was foreseeable enough for me to suggest it, so it's fine.
All right.
I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. Tap! She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Order! Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. Tap! You killed him with your own hands.
Mr. Wright! Isn't that a little presumptuous?
Objection! Tap! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Moira. Let him claim whatever he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest.
Well, that's not helping your case.
Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. I almost frickin' fucked this one up, but no.
Good luck, Nick. You only have 2 bars of health left.
That's all I maybe need. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yeah? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly have used that heavy spear as a weapon? I think you couldn't.
I think it's you couldn't, could you?
Because
it broke.
That's it.
Yeah.
100%.
And not it broke. It's like she told someone to do it because that's her like whole deal.
Absolutely. I've been jumping up and down saying this.
That's that's Dylan's theory. I think I'm a little stressed, not gonna lie, the judge is about to throw me out of court. I think you would have been I still can't do it. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning... It was the fence! It was the fence! It was the fence! Oh, look at me, I did it again! The samurai spear was not the murder weapon! What?
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon.
Uh-oh.
It's that last picture.
You think so?
I mean...
That's the only thing I could think.
Don't you think that the murder weapon was the fence?
Camera.
I do think that the murder weapon was the fence, but I don't feel...
So then you could say this has killed someone in the past.
Absolutely.
And she knows. She has seen it happen.
She's done it before.
It's
or she's
effective.
seen it. Yeah.
I think it's the picture. It's not the spear. We just
What do you
said it
think
wasn't
it
the
is?
spear.
Why would it be the
I think it's the spear because it's broken.
You could stab someone with a tape.
Just
Spear?
duct tape?
Yeah, you can.
No, they literally just said the
What
murder
is the-
weapon was not the spear. I think I know what's going on. I'm thinking of it along the lines of, here's the photo that shows what could have been the murder weapon. You're thinking of it as, well, this shows it couldn't have been
And that's
this
what I
because
was
it
asked
was
to prove.
broken.
I can prove that the spear was not used as the murder weapon. I'm not asked to prove what
Okay.
was the murder weapon.
So I'm thinking along the lines of, we prove it's not the murder weapon by showing another murder weapon. You're thinking of prove it was broken to show it's not the
Because
murder
that's
weapon.
that's what
Okay.
it seems like that's what it seems like Phoenix has been doing, right?
And we also have to consider it's a kid's game and Occam's razor, so maybe it is that simple.
No, don't give it to her.
I'm doing it! Take that!
Thanks, attorney.
I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon.
We do have the music back.
But that is the murder weapon.
Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through, but someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? The hard part of the body.
He was naked, duh.
Order! Order!
Well, we know he was wearing the Steel Samurai costume.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
I don't drive. I don't have a license.
Think about what you're...
Silence! I am the one testifying here, and I will be heard.
She's enjoying this.
Oh yeah, she's gotta be in charge. Are you quite sane, Mr. Edgeworth? Or Mr. Wright, are you even aware of what you are saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell, what was? How was Hammer killed? Now it's the photo, guys. Now it's the photo.
True.
No, I gotta keep in mind, it's a kid's game. We're not playing 4D chess yet.
No. Do not give her this win. That was a guess. She's on 1 health. She was lucky.
I will give her her rightfully earned victory. She was right,
Could
I
you
was
imagine?
wrong.
Could you imagine someone rolling a 1d100 and getting a 100, and then you're just like, I gotta hand it to you. That was a skill thing. This wasn't luck.
I
That
can tell
was
them.
RNGesus.
That's my point.
Hey, I didn't just pick
put
something
thought
at
into that
random.
one.
Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the murder weapon was?
True.
I'm afraid your competence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright.
I needed a little warm up there, Judge. We just got to court. I've been off for like a week. You know, let me have this. But it is now time for the photo.
Very
Take
well.
that.
Let's see the murder weapon.
Look at this photo.
Whoa, what is this? Terrific!
Why?
Why, that Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs!
Oh yeah, that really looks convicting.
Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
What does this have to do with the current case?
It's not bent in the photo. Fence got bent after that photo. So,
Ooh,
Mr.
good
Edgeworth,
catch.
you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo. See how the fence post pierced him through the chest.
What? Are you saying?
Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Tap has happened again. History is doomed to repeat itself.
Mr. Wright, continue!
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off of the stairs onto the fence, just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die 5 years ago.
That's what I call karmic justice. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet, the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer, all in this space of 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body?
The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:15. 2:45, excuse me. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body other than with her own hands?
A van?
For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. Tap! And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
Yeah, the van.
This one's like...
This one is right here, punching us in the face, slapping us in the face. I'm slapping the desk in the face. It's so easy.
Like, how could we not notice?
The steak plate!
No. Miss
No,
Vasquez.
imagine she accidentally clicks that.
Oh my god. I would die. I would just rage quit. You carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Oh, the van. Yeah, the van. Recall your testimony. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Point! Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Objection! Hold on, Ryan. Don't forget it was Sal Manella that drove the van.
Well, then he's an accomplice.
Sam, are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator?
I'm saying yeah. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Of course, Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone, and I know that Sal is a glutton for punishment. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Seal Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Tap. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? This is the shortest court case I've ever had.
That's not how this works.
Usually they put up a bit more of a fight than that, So, what happens next? Huh? Don't! Me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? I lost? Or something like that? Didn't I just say that, Mr. Wright? I just said that. Pay attention. Tap! Wait, so you mean this has never happened to me before? D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer! I got it. Wow. Usually they put up a bunch of a fight. I don't know what's going on here. Who can say? That's not what you just said before. Are you sure that I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. And this is normally where my part of the job would end, because it wasn't Powers, and he's my client, and that's it. So, right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What?
Order! I think this lady is running my court better than I do. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Edgeworth is losing his touch.
Of course, it is the witness says. Certainly it does seem very likely, but that's no proof.
I proved beyond a reasonable doubt.
No, you didn't. You just
that
provided
it
a
wasn't
reasonable doubt.
That it wasn't Powers.
No, you didn't prove beyond a reasonable doubt. You proved that there was a reasonable doubt.
Edgeworth isn't sure. This is a first. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving.
Do you get to decide that?
What do I... do now?
Testify
again? Yeah. I don't see the bar, so...
Couldn't hurt.
Well, if you do the first one, she's going to say the same exact thing. If you do the bottom one, then she kind of gets out of there. If you don't know what to do, the second one's the option.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think testify again, yeah.
In real life, you would say no further questions, because you would have won.
Yeah, exactly. I'd like you to testify again.
Testify? Again? No, right, I was gonna go home.
Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what is the point? I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Tap! Damn! To come so far only to fail.
As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Whoa.
Objection!
Oh, Edgeworth is getting on this? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor.
And how did you do?
I didn't.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Indeed.
I see. Very well.
Objection! Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again.
You're the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating this last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I, too, see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about?
Well, yes,
Edgeworth is floundering.
This is actually a new phone. Who's this?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Indeed, verily, I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body. Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth?
Who knows? Probably realized she did it too.
But wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict?
Maybe not against this person on the stand, but definitely against Steve Vasquez, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, after all that...
Edgeworth. We hope you enjoyed watching this episode of The Arcade Cabinet. You can catch us recording these sessions live on Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe below if you like terrible parkour and even worse voice acting.
See you next time.